Sometimes life changes in ways so gradually that we hardly notice. A favorite place no longer feels the same. A conversation that once mattered deeply becomes easier to leave behind. The things that once seemed urgent begin to lose their grip. None of it happens all at once. Most of the time, it arrives quietly. It's interesting how rarely we notice ourselves changing while it's happening. We notice new jokes, new homes, new relationships, new routines. Yet the quieter changes often pass unnoticed, becoming more patient, more cautious, more understanding, or perhaps a little kinder to ourselves than we used to be. The philosopher Heraclitus said, "No man ever steps in the same river twice. The river continues to move, so do we." A place can stay exactly where it has always been, yet we arrive there as someone slightly different. Think about visiting your old school or returning to a street you knew very well when you were growing up as a child. Everything seems familiar, yet not quite the same way you remember it. Perhaps the place hasn't changed as much as the person looking at it. The same can happen with people. Someone who once intimidated us may simply seem human. A disagreement that once felt impossible to move beyond may eventually become part of a much larger story. Even our own mistakes can soften with time. Not because they no longer matter, but because we've learned to see them within a context of an entire life rather than a single moment. One of the things I've come to appreciate is that growth is rarely dramatic. It usually looks ordinary. Choosing not to argue, picking up the phone instead of putting it off, feeling less need to prove a point, listening a bit longer before replying. Those moments rarely feel significant, yet they quietly shape who we're becoming. There are times when people ask, "When did you become so confident?" Or, classic, "You've changed." The answer is often difficult to give, not because there wasn't a moment, because there were hundreds of moments, small experiences, ordinary conversations, unexpected disappointments, acts of kindness. None of them seemed like life changing on their own. Together, they quietly changed us, changed you. Perhaps that's one of the reasons looking back can be so surprising. We aren't only remembering what happened, we're meeting earlier versions of ourselves. People who were doing the best they could with what they understood at that time. There's something gentle about recognizing that. It leaves less room for embarrassment and a little more room for compassion. None of us can know exactly who will become over the next few years. Life has a habit of introducing experiences we never planned for, people we never expected to meet, conversations we never imagined having. Perhaps that's one of the reassuring things about being human. We're not finished. We're still being shaped by moments that haven't happened yet. Thank you for having these few minutes with me, and I look forward to continuing this next time.